Namaste, this is Janvi, and you are watching Navbharat today. Today, we have with us a beautiful young couple, Rahul and Ishita, who relish each aspect of life, be it traveling, eating, and just chilling. So, thank you, Rahul and Ishita, for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Pleasure.
Okay, how are you guys doing?
All good, all good. We're keeping safe.
So
Safe.
far.
Yeah. Also
Okay,
being
that's
safe
great.
as well.
So, my first question to you is like, how did you guys both embarked on this beautiful journey of yours? Like, what did you guys begin with? How did you two guys meet? And before starting out as a couple, have you like worked individually as well before?
Okay. So basically, it's a very interesting and a very lengthy story. We'll just
Keep it
keep it
very
short and
short.
crisp. So we met on Facebook 10 years back. Like it's a long story. We met in 2010, and yeah, she was junior to me, not in my school, but yeah. We met on Facebook and then we started talking to each other. We became friends, then we became best friends, and
And
then
then
we
we
started.
eventually started dating and then I think in 2017 when I came back from Bangalore after like a small stint of mine in my office job, I came back to Gurgaon and then we used to meet every weekend, because it was a long distance ever since. So after like 7-8 years of already
Exactly.
long distance, we used to like kind of meet on like, very frequently on weekends. We used to go around. And then it struck to us, okay, that we are doing something which can be monetized, which can be made constructive to other people
So
as well.
you were doing this kind of work individually as well before starting out as a couple.
No,
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 we
no.
started as a couple only.
Okay.
Yeah.
So apart from this, we also work on our business. I have my own business. We do
And I am an
e-commerce.
IT engineer, otherwise
And
Okay.
profession.
yeah.
That's
So
interesting.
I have my own job. So we vlog majorly only on weekends initially. We were vlogging on initially on weekends. And now kind of
Now it's-
wanting it to
So
turn
you shared
into a
same kind of
full-time-
interest, so you turned into it into a profession, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's great. Like for those who like you're so far in your career right now. So for those who don't know, just break down your business to them. Like what do you actually do from contacting the brands and providing them the end product in case you're like video footages and photos. So like what is the whole process?
Okay, this is like so it seems like a very easy thing. The picture खींचनी and you're sorted. But at the back end, if the picture खींचना part is like just the tip of the iceberg, if I would put it
Exactly.
very clearly, because it so much goes behind creating content. You
Yes, right.
firstly you figure out what brands that you actually want to work with.
And before brands, we should be
Yeah.
having. We should know that what kind of interest we have, and whether we want to start with a food blog, we want to do fashion.
Yeah.
Only then you
Finding
can.
your own niche of the blog
Exactly.
or any kind of digital content is very important. And then even before you reach brands, you should always have something to offer to your
Exactly.
audience. I mean, if you have audience, eventually you will get brands. But we like it's a very different aspect of for everyone. So people usually start with smaller brands and then they keep getting bigger brands. So first we need to figure out what are the kinds of brands that we want to work with, something that actually we use in person or something that reckons with our values. And after that, I think we can get in touch with the brands via Facebook, via Instagram
Exactly.
DMs and mails
And the most important thing, LinkedIn.
yeah.
So we
I guess your
Just-
video tagged.
Yeah, we got a
yeah
call.
we got a call, so that's why.
Yeah, sorry. So these are the places that you usually can contact brands. LinkedIn is not very active as of now,
But you can get a lot of emails, like email addresses, so that
definitely.
you can reach out to the brands and to the respective people like marketing and PR and all that.
yeah.
So
And
that's
then
sort
you
of
can reach out to them on Facebook and on Instagram. Instagram DM is I think that's the easiest
Best,
way to
exactly.
reach any brand.
because
because
all
every
the brands
brands
are
are
very
very-
active on
yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah. And then after reaching out the brand, both of you usually sit together, discuss what you want to do. You present your ideas, the brand will agree or not agree, and then you kind of negotiate on what your deliverables will be, what the costing will be, and all of that. And then you finally create content, and then you edit it, and then there are more to and fro that happens, and then finally something
This takes a lot of hard work,
Lots and lots of work, and a proper guidance is also very much needed.
So who have been
Like,
guiding
right
you
now-
in this journey? Who have been guiding you?
So we have recently started being managed by the talent agency. This was the word. So they have been very helpful to us. They have been guiding us in our.
So before this, you were managing all of this alone. By yourself.
Earlier we were managing all of this alone, but we were struggling as well because we were working on our business and job as well. So we were not able to manage time, and we were not able to get very creative because we had to manage each and everything on our own. So now we have this talent agency with us, which have a lot of creative people, and they help us and guide us in all the possible ways.
Okay, so the company you're talking about, the word, it has been very helpful in your journey. Okay.
Exactly.
So, what say your followers like the most about you? You must have interacted with a lot of them. So, what do they like the most about you?
Honestly, from our personal point of view, we had started analyzing this from last 6 to 7 months, because earlier we didn't analyze quite deeply.
You're just doing it for fun and not just doing it.
Exactly.
Okay.
But most of our followers prefer couple content, if we are creating some cuddle moments and we are doing some pranks.
It's
So
because we don't have so many couples on Instagram right now. We just see individual influencers.
Yeah.
It is getting trendy nowadays.
Apart from that, we feel that whatever as a couple we are facing, we're fighting, we are just cute moments that we're spending together, people can very much relate to them. Okay, this actually happens in real life as well.
Because there's actually a legit story behind this. Now they find it interesting.
And given that we've been in such a long duration of long distance relationship, and given the pandemic, majorly people are doing long distance now. So it's even more relatable for people to come and see, okay, this is how we can actually survive on our own.
Like the pandemic, if we talk about the pandemic, it has taken a toll on all of our lives. So how this has been for you, in the terms of your efficiency and engagement, are you now creating more content for your audience, or it is restricting you in terms of your creativity?
It's kind of a little restrictive, I understand, but this is a kind of situation which is with all of us, not just us. So we always try to find the positive aspect in this. We are spending more time with each other, and we are getting more creative right now. Because when you don't have anything else, you just have a creative mind and you can explore your creative side.
So the lesser resources you have, the more resourceful you get.
Exactly.
Is what we've discovered in the last 6 to 8 months.
Because ultimately we have to create content. So we always find all the ways and means how we can create better content in all these resources, and we always take it in a positive way about that.
So what this has been for you? Continue.
Sorry.
No, you can't.
I wouldn't say that it's been very restrictive also, and I wouldn't say it has been very productive also. So it's a good balance of both. There are days that because of the pandemic and the situation outside, it gets so overwhelming at times that we just don't feel like posting any content on days. And then there are days that we are so energized, okay, we're feeling good, let's do something and let's make people also laugh.
At the end of the day, it just balances out, right?
Exactly.
So this pandemic, how it has been in terms of engagement, the audience engagement, if you'd say the engagement has gone up in this period of time, or you're experiencing a downfall in that?
Definitely.
Engagement has gone up because right now everybody is sitting at home with their families and they want to enjoy the moments of their life. Because there is a lot of stress outside, so they are just scrolling Instagram, scrolling Facebook, and they want to see nice content. So obviously engagement has been far better as compared to in the earlier times when the lockdown and the situation was not there. So in that way it is very positive for us as well.
Okay, so what are your strengths and weaknesses, and how do you guys complement each other?
So basically,
I'd like to know each of your strengths and each of your weaknesses. So please elaborate.
Okay.
So we always complement each other in
the you see the lock and key mechanism.
Exactly.
His weaknesses are my strengths, and my weaknesses are coincidentally his strengths. And we very recently actually come to terms with all of this, because I have been a person who's always very good at, writing, describing things, and, just kind of making the other person visualize what I'm through my writing.
Exactly.
And he, on the other side, has been very visualistic about the aesthetics. So that beautifully blended together, and the blog came into picture. And one thing that I am a person who will focus on perfection. Like, everything has to be the minutest of the minutest detail has to be, taken care of. And he is a person who's very strict about timelines. So in that case, also the content comes out, okay, the content is perfect as well because the details are taken care of, but it's also delivered on time because there is one person who's just rushing after the time that we have to finish it on time. So that, I think, has beautifully complemented both of us. And other weaknesses, what do you have?
Weaknesses, both of us have weaknesses. Like, I am very confused kind of a person. Lazy and confused as well. She is very clear in her mind that I have to do this.
If I have to do this, I'll do it in the first time. If I have said no, then it is a no. Do whatever you think, I'll not do.
And that's what her weakness is. She gets angry very easily.
Yeah.
Like, if she gets angry, she'll not do anything. But I'm very patient. I just calm her down that we have to complete this work at all. So this is also how we complement each other in terms of.
Definitely. So we both know that you both are the celebrated influencers. So who have influenced you in this journey of yours? Like, there would be a particular specific person who has influenced you and you have got motivated from that person.
I wouldn't say there is one person. There are a lot of people that we, look up to, and, we take tidbits from them. To name a few, what would you name?
So basically, there's this couple, Bruce Passports.
Yeah, Bruce Passports. We really like how, I particularly really like how amicably they, resolve their differences. So I really look up to that from them. And apart from that, their content creation quality is also, which is very, very interesting, very different, very new, very fresh. So that's about it. And there was one more. And how can you forget Off Leather and Laces? There's this influencer from New York. She is my absolute favorite, and you haven't checked, you should definitely check her out.
Yeah, sure.
So her page is called Off Leather and Lace, and she is like the best creative content creator.
Exactly.
You see her content and you drool over.
And she's not just creating content; she's also helping people on how they can create such kind of creative content.
Exactly. She lists down every possible detail of a picture that she's created in reels, how to edit it, how to get your outfits, how to source your outfits, where to get the location, why did you choose that look? Every possible detail, which is a very important aspect for a content creator, because you get to know the insight of the thinking behind that shoot. So you can imply that on some other shoots, it expands, it it exponentiates on the thinking level.
So what would you advise the budding influencers who want to be influencers like you and who look up to you? So what is your advice to them?
So before influencing people, I think they should be very strict about their content. First of all, they should be having a clear thought process, like what kind of content they want to create, and that content should be relatable to people, should be helping people, and should be creating a very positive vibe in the lives of their audience.
And secondly, they should never ever. There are two types of criticism. One is very constructive. You should definitely take constructive criticism from a set of people which is coming from a good space. Rest everything, just ignore. Just ignore is the bottom line,
because
for
that
anybody.
Is very important. There are a lot of people who get very demoralized if they get criticized on some of their posts. Or we have known personally one of her friend who, because of her criticism, she was at 50K and she just shut down her page because of that criticism. And till then, till now,
it's been more than 2 years and she hasn't worked. She just totally given up on her dream.
Exactly.
Which is there are people who really get affected. But I personally feel that we should not get affected. We should just ignore. Because sitting behind screens, people are just trying to push their insecurities and their hatred towards you. So it's totally baseless. And for and another point for the budding influencers is that just don't be afraid to put your real
Real
self
self,
on the
exactly.
camera, because I've seen people who have let's say acne marks, and they'll be so scared कि नहीं मैं makeup के बिना. I have dark circles. I have like plenty of dark circles, and I wouldn't mind going on my stories without any makeup. And I remember I had this very recent, like not very recently, 2-3 months back, I had this problem around my lip area. They were swollen, they used to bleed. I used to go in my stories, tell people, okay, this is happening with me, what should I do? Very real kind of a thing. And people actually relate to all these things, because you never know who is also facing all of this. And they might just come to you, okay, you are facing, what did you do, and how did you come back to it? So I think being real, as much as real you will be, you will garner more and more audience.
And yeah, don't be like running after money.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. If you want to be creative, never run after money. If you're running after money, you will never get creative. You will just be creating content which is good for the brand. You won't get creative.
Because at a point, इस चीज में I feel at a point एक ऐसा plateau आ जाएगा कि जिसके बाद अब brands को लगा कि हो गया, हमने आपको ये script दिया, you made it. What is that? Why should we come to you? Like you finish that.
Making an ad film and making content, these are very two different things. Don't let your page look like an ad film. Always try to resonate कि हाँ, we are content creators, we create content ourselves, not on the script given by the brand or something like that.
Makes sense. Like the ratio between creating branded content and your own content should be, I think, 30-70. 30% of branded deals and 70% of your own content.
Exactly.
So how many brands have you collaborated with so far?
We don't have a count. Let's be honest.
We never counted on it.
Approximately it will be, I think, around 900,000 types.
Almost, but we never counted. We have never ever counted how many brands we worked with.
You are in this journey for like 3 years now, I'd say, and it has
3.5, 4 years. 4 years, I think.
We
started in
touching
2017.
4 in June.
Yeah.
So like how this overall journey has been for you, like a last comment on that.
So we have learned a lot of things and still striving to learn a lot more things. Because we know how we started in 2017, and we had a lot of ups and downs. We learned how to deal with brands, how to connect with brands, and how to resonate with your audience, give good content as well. So we always try to learn in all the best possible ways. And
it's been a very huge learning curve for the past.
And this industry has gone very vast in last couple of years. You have to learn a lot of things if you want to keep up with good work, keep working with brands and just go on for a long term. So I think learning is the most important thing, and there were a very lot of ups and downs, but yeah, we are still striving to do that.
You definitely, both of you have a positive approach towards life, I'd say, and both of you are in this together. I'd say that complements this journey of yours, right? So it's fun and very informative talking to you both. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Navbharat Today की वीडियोस को सबसे पहले देखने के लिए चैनल को करें लाइक, सब्सक्राइब and don't forget to hit the bell icon.